Let's continue. When we were talking the beyond words, mastering tone and delivery. The first thing which we have to do is to speak slowly and clearly. So, English, speaking, it always says that we have to speak in English fluently, not fast. Okay. People try to speak faster, but we have to go with fluency. All right. So there's a lot difference between fluency and faster. So when you speak fluently, there are no fillers. You speak completely smooth, right? So no fillers, avoid and then keep polite and steady tone, which we'll be learning now. And then smile. It changes your voice naturally. So little smile should be there on your face when you're doing this, right? Because absolutely when you're speaking polite English, so little smile should be there. And then keep your sentences crisp and short. Not very big, but short and crisp, whatever is coming in your mind, just short and crisp, just whatever is exact, to the point we have to talk. Then pause between points for clarity. So generally, when I asked, just imagine our senior advisor, Deepti ma'am, that Deepti ma'am, how about today's admission? So there will be two ways, okay? One, she will tell me the complete scenario. Ma'am, that women didn't get ready because her husband is not allowing, her mother is not allowing, her father is not. So this is completely personal scenario. So she doesn't need to tell me about this when it comes to professional terms, right? Because when we are talking personally as a friend, then this is something different. But when we are talking the professionally, so I really don't want to know that who is lying or not. My main motive is, has the admission done or not, right? So she has to just clarify, ma'am, she's not might she might not be interested, but we are looking forward to the another admissions. That's it, and it is understandable, right? So this is how you have to bring it up, short and crisp, and then pause between the points for clarity. Now, if you could see here, navigating a professional meeting. So here's a professional meeting, and between like all those participants, is Isha, Rahul, Meera, and David. Okay, so how it is? They four talks in the one of the meeting, and they simply talk in this way. So good morning, team. So here we have afternoon, so we can say distinguished afternoon, team. Let's initiate today's meeting. Um, Renika ma'am, could you please inform me about the current project status? And then Renika ma'am will reply, certainly, we completed the initial review, but we'll still require the final datest. Will request the finance team to provide the updated sheet by afternoon. Okay. For example, then Deepthi ma'am will respond from there that once we receive it, we can discuss the operational pain and consider the source allocation. Okay, as in David, Suman ma'am will reply once we receive it. Sorry, I saw some discrepancies in last week report. I will rectify them and inform everyone once it's updated. Okay, and again, the performance which is done by right now, Aisha, as in Rinika ma'am, she will say, excellent. Before we conclude, let's ensure all pending items are closed today. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, so this is how it works. We'll be taking Rimpi ma'am and Deepa ma'am later because absolutely yesterday you were absent, so I made it accordingly. So what you could do is, my dear Shining Stars, you can just try to speak out your own tongue, but do remember to keep a smile, your body language, your gesture, everything should be there, okay? And then continue with it. So we can start. I believe you will remember your terms, right? Whosoever you are. Again speaking. So Aisha is Renika ma'am. Rahul is in Deepti ma'am. Meera as in Suman ma'am. And David we can make as in Rimpi ma'am. Okay. And Deepa ma'am, as you're new today, so you just see and enjoy, okay, the role play. So let's start. Everybody, you please remember, if you forget your dialogues, I'll speak your dialogue. Okay, over to you guys. Can you start? Unmute yourself, everybody.
Distinguished afternoon, distinguished afternoon team. Let's initiate today's meeting. Rahul, could you inform me about the current
Okay, here you
project
are going to
status
talk to
about the
Deepti ma'am. So you do not need to say Rahul, you can say Deepti ma'am. Okay, or Dr. Deepti
Okay, ma'am.
Nagpal.
Okay, ma'am. Uh, distinguished afternoon team. Wait a minute. Distinguished afternoon team, let's initiate today's meeting. Dr. Dipti, could you inform me about the current project status?
Yeah, certainly. We completed the initial review, but we still require the final data set. I will request the finance team to provide the updated sheet by afternoon.
Once we receive it, we can discuss the operational plan and consider the resources
It says allocation.
allocation. Allocation.
I saw some discrep- discrepancies in the last week
Discrepancies.
discrepancies in last week report. I will rectify team and inform everyone once it is updated.
Excellent. Before we conclude, let's ensure all pending items are closed today. Thank you for your cooperation.
Cooperation. Okay, thank you for your
Cooperation.
cooperation. So,
Corporation.
my dear enthusiast queens, what we have to actually follow up that your smile should be always there and gesture should be there, and then you try to speak it out. Again, if you could see that we are so much into informal English that when we are trying, so we are using yeah, yes, okay. So let's not include this. Um, then again, which we could see in the very in the starting, like Rinika ma'am said that, ma'am, wait a minute. So no, um, ma'am, could you please give me a moment? Let me rephrase and let me start once again. Okay, let me initiate once again. So what happens when you move to the formal switch? Okay, professionalism. There's no shortcuts. No need to be impatient. We have to be very patient and then follow it up because whatever we speak it should actually convey in the complete clarity, right? Okay, so let's move to the next one here. We can see, okay, so this is all about email, so I think email we will be touching tomorrow. So till that we can save it.